Hello and welcome in. My name is Karen. This is Lost Souls Tarot. I'm very excited. If whether you're new here or a returning subscriber, consider I've got 8 subscribers. You're probably new here. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. I've created a new deck of cards today. I bought these cards a few weeks ago. If you're not familiar here, I've got hang on. This is my 10th homemade deck. So this is called the Happy Deck. And so this is full of I have a deck here which has got 300 cards in it. This is called the Black Deck, and I've got another one here that's called the White Deck, and I've got the Brown Deck, and I've got the High Priestess deck. The Black and White deck I wrote when I was doing the Dark Night of the Soul, and sometimes I feel they're a little bit negative. So I came out with this one, which was rather than it being about other people and their behaviours or negative behaviours or toxic behaviours, I wanted this one to be more about a little gentle push about what you could be working on or what maybe has been in terms of your own self-development or self-growth, what maybe you need to work on or what you feel like you maybe, I don't say let yourself down with. Yeah, something along those lines, but something a little bit more positive rather than just about other people and their negativity. So I'm glad that went out. I thought it was going to go up in flames. Right, I'm grateful for all that I have. Okay, so maybe recently you've felt a little bit less grateful. Sometimes it's easy, like if you've got, say you've just broken up with someone or, someone rejects you or whatever, it's very easy to forget all the great things that you do have in your life and the people that do want you in your life. Like, your job, your friends, your family. And it can be so easy to hyper focus on the one thing you maybe don't have. And I'm not saying it's a relationship, it's just that that was an easy example. So the next one is find joy in the process, value the journey rather than just the destination. So it's so easy, I think, to focus on where you're going. Say, I don't know, you're wanting to lose weight. It's so easy just to focus on that end goal, the target, and like almost like not have a life or just be I'm speaking from experience here, obsessed with I'm on the autism spectrum. I get really hyper focused. It's very easy to become kind of hyper focused on the goal and not even enjoy the journey. It's like, oh, I'm not the weight I want to be. I'm 2 pounds away. Oh, I can't enjoy my life now. And it's like, no, you can. It's just 2 pounds. Do you know? It's like, and you're beautiful at any weight, and you deserve. You're worthy of love at any weight and respect, and all that jazz. I can't believe this one came out of all the ones that came out. Uh, one does not simply walk into Mordor. Boromir's from Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. Okay. So, you're grateful that all that you've got. You're on some kind of journey. I'm not saying you're going to Mordor or Middle Earth, and you can, fast forward if you don't want to geek out on Lord of the Rings here. I've got a sudden urge to get my Lord of the Rings tarot deck out. I might just do that. Give me a sec. I think that this is a call to get in my Lord of the Rings tarot deck. One does not simply walk into Mordor. So this reference, if you don't know it, it's more about if you're on a journey and maybe this is a breakup or something, or finding a new career, or something where you're going to have a change. I think you just need to apply a little bit of strategy here and plan it out and think about it. Don't just go, I'm going to walk into a new career. Some people do, but I think there's just something that requires a little bit of Knight of Pentacles here. Planting seeds, planning strategy, and moving forward. Okay, right, I'm going to let my Lord of the Rings tarot deck, just 2 seconds. I'm in my ninja outfit, hang on. Right, there we go, let's pull this out. I feel like I'm cold. I don't know which. I usually pull them out beforehand, but I'm definitely getting the energy from these. Shall I take one more of these? I usually take 3 of these kind of ones. Let's just take 3 of these ones. So this is the Happy deck, and it's very happy to being used. So I like that. Okay, let's try a little bit of the High Priestess deck. We'll just do a line and a half, just to give us an indication about, because even the High Priestess deck has quite a few negative vibe cards in it. Oops. And I don't think I kind of got the balance quite right in some of my decks between positive and negative. Certainly in terms of the black and white deck. So I've kind of used them more for clarifying negative people in readings now. We've got January. So last month, or yeah, another January. Got an air sign. Oh, I can't remember. No, it's not that I can't remember the star signs. Air signs are. Sorry, I was trying to think of something else. Air signs are. Now I've made myself forget. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm really hyper. I do apologize. I was dancing around in the gym this afternoon, just going absolutely, just like. Sorry, that's an aside. I just don't understand why what people are listening to in the gym. Like if they're listening to like murder mysteries or podcasts about serial killers, because nobody ever seems to be enjoying what they're listening to in their headphones, and I'm just sitting dancing around. Anyway, that's by the by. Air signs are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And Aquarius is at the end of January, isn't it? Just at the back end. So it could be an Aquarius. Getting a little bit of star energy here. Because Aquarius is the star card. That's not the right word. Star from the major arcana in the tarot deck. So it could be an Aquarius. So somebody born in late January or something that happened late January. So quite recently, if it's this year. Well, that's way too many. That was the biggest clump ever. Not having that. So got a partner, husband, or boyfriend. So a masculine of some sort that you potentially have a romantic interest in. So given that we've got one does not simply walk into Mordor, you may be either wanting to approach something delicate with this person. You're on a journey or you're thinking of leaving them. I'm not sure. I'm not getting a bad vibe from these cards yet, but hey, we'll see where they go away. If you are watching this and you're struggling to hear me, can you please let me know? I'm quite a quietly, softly spoken person, and I'm really paranoid that I'm just not loud enough because my microphone is just here and it's dipping in to the shot. But I'm still worried that because of my Scottish accent and I speak quite fast sometimes, that you can't hear me. Anyway, I'll stop blathering. We've got the letter R coming out. I'm getting Robert, Rob, Ryan. I'm also getting a Y, Roy, or Ryan. I'm getting a Roy or a Ryan. Oopsie. Get the dog wanting to pop out there. Exploded out. Year of the horse. Okay, so what date are we on? Okay, we've got the Year of the Horse starting in a few weeks. I think the official Chinese New Year is the 17th of February. Don't quote me on that. Or this could be something that was somebody who was born in the Year of the Horse. So 66, 78, 90, 2000, 2014, possibly in January. Look, R and Y. Why R? Got last year as well coming out. Are you all excited about the weekend? I'm going to spend it walking my German Shepherd. Someone has a crush on someone last year, and there's no know why. Is it possible your partner, husband, boyfriend had a crush on someone last year? Or you had a crush on someone last year? Are you feeling guilty? I mean, a crush is a different to, that's one's upside down. So I've got Gemini in the reverse, which has given me lovers in reverse rather than a Gemini, or a Gemini in their south node. Take that how it resonates. That to me is the end of a relationship though. like a divorce, an ending. I'm not getting bad energy though. This is weird. Let's just see. Or maybe you ended, maybe you had a crush and you don't have a crush anymore, actually. Got a female. So 50% of 4 billion people on the planet. Might try and round that down a little bit. But this might be a female Gemini in the reverse, or I don't know, I didn't take that. Okay. It was the letter V, so maybe Victoria or something like that. I'm not quite sure. My brain just told me to put it back. Take one more, and then we'll do some oracle cards. If these don't resonate, it doesn't mean this reading's not for you. They're just for clarifications for certain people within the collective where there might be strong resonances. That one. Letter B. So I did almost have the letter B come out. So B, V, V, B. Victoria Beckham. Okay. Okay, let's lift out the life happens. This is the life how it happens. Oracle deck. Oh, see? Let's ring my bell. Let's ring my little Tibetan bell. It's not very loud. I've got sound sensitivity, so I tend to burn stuff. I mean, not buildings and things, you know, sage or Palo Santo before I start my readings. I usually try to have it smoking for the start of the reading, but I'm in a very good mood today. That one. Wave of emotions. Okay, and it's blue. Makes me feel a little sad, or they're not volatile because they're not red. Not all emotions have to be volatile. You know, they can be quite. It's maybe just being. It's more like being overwhelmed, as they. Almost anxious, almost like suppressing, but then they kind of overtake. I think this could be interpreted many ways. I think with this Gemini, this end of a relationship, it could be end of a crush or end of a relationship. It's not clear at this point in time. Say less. So this is coming back to this one does not simply walk into Mordor quote. I really just want to talk about Lord of the Rings. I think you need to plan and make a strategy for whatever this is, and there's more to it than this. There's more I'm not seeing. Got feminine energy. So I think this is you coming out in the middle of the reading. Maybe not. I mean, just be someone in their feminine energy. Got naive wanting to come out and unexpected blessing, but there's two, so I'm not going to take them. Interesting. Oh, it's two again. So friends and responsibility both come out on their side. What I'm getting here is that whoever has a crush on who, whether it was you, your partner, somebody had a crush on one of you in the relationship, however that goes, it was a friend. And then responsibilities on its side as well. This is somebody you know, or it was somebody you knew, somebody you would have classed as a friend. No, that's true. Why won't one just come out? Come on. Okay, that one flew out and it's in the reverse. Oh, got boundaries in the reverse. So in the upright, that means healthy boundaries. Somebody's got no boundaries. I mean, look at that massive crack. It's like a huge cavern there. That's an insurmountable. Is this you? Did you have no boundaries at one point? See, I'm not going to split up energy here. This kind of flipped onto its side, but it did come out in the upright. Got a healer. So you're healing, having a lack of boundaries. I think this is you in the middle, these 3 cards. I think this is all you. So you've not had volatile emotions. You've had some kind of... It's almost like... I don't always say an existential crisis, but... questioning your life choices, maybe? Okay, we've got shadow self in reverse. Now, in the upright, this is a little kitten looking at a giant lion in the mirror and looking at its reflection. And to me, in the upright, this would be embracing your shadow self, looking at it face on. In the reverse, it tells me somebody didn't look at their shadow side, maybe in the past. But you're healing your boundaries and not looking at the darker parts within us. And then we've got desperate in the reverse as well. This card is kind of strange in the upright. You've got a huge sun in the background. This person is has clearly spent a long time pushing this giant boulder in comparison to them. There's a tiny person there. Oh, sorry, hang on. Which side is that? There's a tiny person there pushing a giant boulder. And they've spent a long time obviously pushing it to the edge of this cliff. I'm not sure what about that represents desperation, other than they're about to push the boulder off the edge. But in the reverse, you're not... Somebody's not desperate. Somebody's not looking at the shadow self. And they had a lack of boundaries. But we've got healer here, which means that you're healing this. If this is you, or your partner, there's something that's healing. Okay. Let's have a look at What's the Tea. This is the What's the Tea Oracle deck. See that there. Right. I'm really getting, it's a really kind of slightly anxious, gentle feeling to this reading. There's no kind of like chaotic energy. There's no huge arguments or volatility. It's just, it's almost like something happened. Maybe it made you feel guilty or anxious, and it made you look at yourself. So maybe you had a crush on somebody last year, and it made you question why you had a crush on this person. And crushes are fleeting, you know, because a crush is a crush. Okay, so we've got dodging bullets here, blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected by haters. Protected by haters. Protected by haters. This person, I don't think it's you who had the crush. I think someone had a crush on you. Is that middle line escaping crazy people? Not that I don't have empathy for people with mental health issues, but I think you had to get away from this person. I'm not sure if you had the crush, or anyone in your relationship who had the crush. I think someone had a crush on one of you and was stirring the pot. Girl fight, arguments, physical fight, at war, competing. Okay. We've got say, that's on top of say less. Someone trying to split you and your partner up. And then maybe keep the spoils for themselves. Grudge holder. On top of the feminine, somebody holds a grudge against you. As whoever wants to have this girl fight with you. Possibly this female Gemini in the reverse, or this female, because this was like crush, breakup, but I didn't feel like there was a breakup. And then we've got the initial B here. Barbara, Brenda, Barbie. But this person, I think this person tried to push your buttons and you didn't say, you just kept your mouth shut. Had a little magnanimous Mona Lisa smile on your face and went, okay, sure. I hear what you're saying. And then just immediately deleted everything they were saying. And this person holds a grudge against you because they can't discombobulate you or get you to lose your cool. Carless, no car repo car issues, on top of no boundaries. That one's a little bit out of place. Let's just keep going. That one might make sense in a minute. Tell me about this healer card. Healing from lack of boundaries, shadow self, and not desperate. Always partying. Okay. I mean, Christmas is just not long gone past. We all like to party. I'm an introvert. I'd rather be at home in my gym pajamas. Ah, this one. Hooked. I'm not sure this is your energy. Let me just get another card. Oh gosh, I didn't mean to do that. This is weird. Do you know, I get the feeling, right? I don't think this is the recent you. This poor boundaries, maybe not looking at your shadow self, and I mean not desperate in the reverse, so clearly you were never desperate. I think that's what it's telling me. But I think at some point you feel this in the past. But this person, this other female who holds a grudge, is trying to push your buttons. But you're not this person anymore. Unless it's not your energy. Unless it's this other person's energy and they're the one who doesn't have boundaries and won't look at themselves. I think that can be interpreted both ways. Let's see if we can clarify. Give me one more card, please. Creativity steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off of you. This person's a copycat. They want to be you. So much so that I think they tried to split you and your partner up, whether it was a partner, husband, boyfriend, and wanted to take the spoils for themselves. Oh God, get a life. And I don't think this Carlos is you. I think it's maybe them. And I think they're the one that's always partying and they're the one that is hooked. I think this person has mental health issues. That's what I'm getting from this anyway. Let's take the Lord of the Rings tarot deck and we'll have a wee read of the tarot. Sorry, any excuse to get the Lord of the Rings tarot deck out. In the upright, we're in the upright, cool. Okay. 6 of Wands. So this is your emotions here, this wave of emotion. 6 of Wands is victory. Which is funny because the letter V you almost want to come out before, and usually when V comes out, I think of victory. Just like when X comes out, I think of it more like an X rather than the letter X. I think you block this person or cut them off, whoever it is, this person who's got mental health issues. They might be an ex-friend or being a frenemy. And this leaves you, and you're victorious in this. So you've been successful in doing this and severing that contact from what I can tell. I mean, it might just be really healthy boundaries. Maybe in the past you didn't have healthy boundaries and that's why this person's holding a grudge. I think I've said that already. I'm kind of repeating myself. Oopsie. The Hanged Man. On top of girl fighting, say less. What's interesting about this one is the Hangman is like enlightenment. Not particularly in this one. I mean, it's Gollum seeing his reflection and seeing what he's become almost, actually. He's no longer the kind of river folk, one of the river folk. But he's seeing what he's kind of bent, the ring and has bent and twisted him into over centuries. But it is about, this one is not about being stuck, it's about enlightenment. And I think when you realised what this person's motives were, you just kind of kept your mouth shut and just kind of watched. Which then goes back to that one simply does not walk into Mordor card. So this might have been someone that was an integral part of a friends group. You know, I think it was somebody who was not easy to remove yourself from. So maybe there was your bestie's bestie or, you know, something like that. Or, you know, they tagged along and were in all the group chats or something like that. I get the feeling that when you realised what was happening, you just kind of wanted to watch for a while. And come up, as I said before, a strategy. Which might be this year. Well, we've got the year of the horse and I've got last year. So this is something that might be happening right now. And it maybe started last year or you started to realise last year. And, you know, this is kind of where we are. So we've got the Three of Rings, which is the same as the Three of Pentacles. Oh. So this person who you've clocked and you know what they're up to, I think this person's triangulating within a friends group, I think, possibly. I mean, it's not the Three of Cups, but they're working with others. And I'm not getting a very nice vibe from that card, especially because they hold a grudge. And, you know, the simplest, most innocent sounding of whispers can, you know, over time change people's opinions or, you know, like, oh my God, have you seen their relationship? You know, they didn't go out for a birthday, or, you know, oh, she doesn't do enough for it. You know, just little things like that. Or, did you see her looking at that bloke at the bar? You know, just little things like that. Just enough to, you know, change the tone of a group. Eight of Swords, which is Shelob. If you care about Lord of the Rings, it's Shelob. And I can't remember the name of the cave she's in. She lives in. The path of. Oh, I need to read Lord of the Rings again. I'm forgetting all the names. Okay, I'm going to take this one because the Two of Cups popped out, which is interesting. Cirith is the name of the tower at the top. I can't remember the name of the caves. Is it the Pass of Cirith? No, that's not right. Sorry, I'm not going to bore you anymore. I've got the Two of Cups coming out, which could be a relationship or just friendship. So this might not be you and your partner. This might be you and this person. We've got healing and always partying here. And funnily enough, there's a lot of glasses. There's at least 3. Give me a little bit of a 3 of Cups vibe to that always partying. And then this 2 of Cups. Oh, sorry. I got so distracted by saying that the 7 of Swords is like Shelob that I forgot to actually interpret the card for you. So the 8 of Swords is about being trapped in your head. Often it's a prison, it can be a prison of your own making or someone else's, a prison of somebody else's own making because they're playing mind games with you, they're manipulating you, they're gaslighting you. It's just trapped in your head. Now, it can just be trapped in your own thoughts because you keep going over and over and over and over something in your head. Now, what we've got here is no boundaries and carless, which tells me that maybe when this first started, you first spotted it, you had poorer boundaries, but I think you maybe learned to develop better boundaries because we've got the joy in the process, value the journey rather than just the destination. So maybe you got stuck in your head about this for a while, and then at some point, I think you maybe just realized, oh, hang on a minute, I can start healthy boundaries here, and like basically tell this person to not do it. Well, it's not really how you. Well, when you first learn about boundaries and try and set them, you can fail a few times until you kind of realize that just removing your presence is the best way. Yeah, I don't feel like this is the romantic relationship. I think this is like a friendship group that you've been stuck in your head about as well, especially because with the 3 of Pentacles here and the 2 of Cups, and then your specific relationship with this person, this frenemy. Take this one. Oh, I've got the deck upside down. Let's not take this one. It was Strength in reverse. Possibly some Leo energy. Justice, Libra energy. Air. Libra's an air sign. With air coming out next January there. I've got Justice coming out on top of Hooked and Not Looking Within. This person got their justice. I'm not sure what it is though. Okay, so they were trying to triangulate. You got stuck in your head because you had a lack of boundaries, but you kind of healed yourself. I don't think you healed the relationship with this person. And given that this person's hooked, I think this is just a toxic behavioural pattern that they can't put down. Got the Star, more healing energy, Aquarius energy. On top of this, I know this is going to sound weird, but I think you might have set some healthy, you might have got stuck in your head, but you healed something about your boundaries. And did you heal your relationship with this person as well? This frenemy. Did you just call them out? Oh, you're brave if you did. Or the justices that you've just healed from the damage they've done in the friendship group, and it's not this deck. It's only one row. Maybe we are going to use all the tarot decks. Right, this is the Dark Whimsical tarot deck. Nobody's happy in these tarot decks, so we'll see how we go. Yeah, it's this deck. Right, let's keep going. So tell me about this dodging bullets, this wave of emotions and victory. I mean, you definitely have victory because there's healing here. You get justice. You might have just called this person out and they healed themselves. Which is nice. Because anytime I've ever called people out, they don't, and they really friendship ends because they are who they are. Most people show you who they are. And the only control I've got over is me, myself, and how I assert my boundaries and how I change who I am. I'm on the autism spectrum, so you know I'm incredibly loyal and devoted. And Three of Pentacles again. Three of Pentacles on top of the Six of Wands. So with this person triangulating, and then I think you also worked with this friends group, not in a triangulated way, more in a do you see what this person's doing kind of way. This isn't very melodramatic, this reading. It's fairly calm. There's no volatile emotions here. I feel that this is fairly benign. I mean, it might have really upset you, especially if somebody's... You get the feeling, even if it's not their intent, that they're trying to break up your relationship. That's pretty horrible. King of Wands kind of came out on the side, but I think he might be in the upright. King of Wands, a lot of fire energy, a leader. I think you took control. Because you became enlightened about this person and you got into your fire energy. You could also be a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But you bossed up. I should take this one. So I've got the Nine of Swords, which is about anxiety, stress, worry. And that's coming out on top of this Three of Pentacles. Is this your anxiety, stress and worry, or this other person's stress and worry? Let's see, hang on, let me just clarify this. Is this what this person's triangulation made you feel? Let's just see where this is going. Now, tell me about this Eight of Swords. Because you were definitely stuck up in your head for a bit of time about this. Oh, that one flipped right in the reverse. The Star in the reverse. So with the Star in the upright, with healing here, and with the Star in the reverse. So a lack of healing, a lack of wish fulfillment. Talk of a lack of boundaries. So I think you stepped up into your fire energy and you bossed up, but you were still anxious. The thing is that if you've had no boundaries or poor boundaries in the past, or you're kind of trying to learn to love yourself and assert healthy boundaries for your own self-protection and care, it can be very anxiety inducing, especially the first couple of times. And you know, I mean, I remember in my mid-30s, I was like, I just can't be bothered with friendships with people that are fake or, you know, don't care about me. Two of Swords on top of the Two of Cups. Okay. So you weren't sure what to do about this friendship. I'm going to say that in a Joey style from friendship. I I think you got stuck up in your head with the Eight of Swords because you couldn't heal. You couldn't heal the friendship as it stood without healing your boundaries. And you were kind of like anxious and stressed about it. And now I've got the Three of Wands. So the Two of Wands is about making a decision. The Three of Wands is about executing that plan and going forth. And it can also be about travel and adventure and going around the world. In this case, I think it's just about, I mean, he's standing with the Three of Wands in his hands. On top of Justice. You came up with a plan and executed it. As in, one does not simply walk into Mordor. You created a plan, a strategy, whatever it was, and you executed it, and that was your justice. Maybe this hooked isn't this person who's hooked on you. Hooked is you caught this person. That's why we've got the Three of Pentacles here. You worked with this group to catch this person out and catch them in their games. And I've got the Three of Swords on top of the Star. Heartbreak, grief and sorrow. 2, 3, 3. 3, 2, 3, 3. We've got 3 threes in this row. And we've got another Three of Pentacles there. Threes are significant. You caught this person. They may have played the victim. They may have feigned heartbreak. I don't think this is your heartbreak. Ugh. Okay. That Star, that healing energy on top of the Three of Swords is... Oh, right, okay, so this person getting their justice, this person getting caught, and you making this, executing this strategic plan with healing for you and heartbreak for them. That makes more sense now. Yeah, okay. Okay. Is there anything else we need to know about this? Sometimes I feel like we're going a little too long, but let's keep going anyway. It's Friday, it's the weekend. It's not this deck. Okay, let's do the craft cards. I take out a third deck. Oh, I flung the box away. It's just called craft deck. They're kind of like oldie styly, bronzy, traditional type tarot cards. They're very thick cards. They're lovely, actually. Eight of Pentacles on top of the Three of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is about mastering your craft, working on it. It's beyond the Seven of Pentacles, which is you plant your seed, you're investing, and this is like you become an expert at something. Okay. Did working with your friend group help you master seeing who your friends are and who your friends aren't? I'm not sure I'm getting that quite right. There's something else there. We've got the Lovers here on top of the King of Wands. Gemini energy. It's in the upright though. This Gemini was in the reverse here. Your relation, I think that's just telling me your relationship's solid. Your relationship with whoever this partner, husband, boyfriend is solid. Okay? And no matter what this person did, you know, whether they had an unhealthy crush and, you know, something misfiring in their brain about your partner, I think you and your partner are solid, and I don't think it affected your relationship particularly much. That's not the feeling I'm getting here from this. That's too many, but let's quickly look at them. Three of Pentacles again, and the Nine of Swords again. I want to take them because it's the three of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. And Three of Pentacles here as well. So your relationship's strong. This person triangulating you caused you stress. Just kind of repeating the story here. Might just be time to finish the reading rather than, I think the cards are just going to tell me the same thing over again. Page of Swords, okay, that's different. Oh, this person was trying to stress you out. Oh, right. I kind of see what's going on now. Kind of makes sense. I've joined the dots. You've known this group of friends for a really long time, okay? Probably when you were younger and you all went out together. You were always partying. You're probably maybe not quite at that stage of your life, and that doesn't mean you don't go out, you don't have the WhatsApp chat, whatever. But you're maybe at different stages of your life. You're happily loved up with your partner, whoever that is. It's a nice vibe to have out in one of these readings. It's usually not, that doesn't go that way. This person has not healed the same way you have. You're in a healthy relationship, or reasonably healthy. I mean, and this person wanted to work with others to stress you out. And you see this clearly now. They were just trying to stress you out because they held a grudge against you because you're in your divine feminine energy. And they maybe aren't there yet. And maybe once upon the time in the past, you wouldn't have had good boundaries with this person because you probably were friends groups when you're younger. But what happens is people mature, people change, the dynamic changes now that everybody has to mature together. Or the ones that are really toxic and difficult, they get just kind of pushed out. Which is always difficult when you've got a group of friends and, you know, you've got that one person, you're like, oh, what do? We can't not invite them. You know, it's that kind of attitude. So you're getting some real clarity about this person. Because that's actually on top of the Two of Swords. So the Page of Swords is on the Two of the Swords. You see this person clearly now, that they were trying to push your buttons, get you stressed, maybe almost turn you back into, you know, take you back to, you know, a lower timeline. Okay, no, that's too many. Okay, I'm going to take these two. I don't normally take two. Oh no, it's three. Hang on. So it's the Star again. More healing energy. The Four of Wands, which is stability and strength. You're absolutely rock solid. Again, Leo energy coming out with the Strength card. You and your partner are really solid. You've got a really happy home life. There's a really harmonious healing energy. The Star's Aquarius energy. And these are really strong. These are really, really strong and resilient. And your relationship's really strong and resilient. Okay. Oh, that's lovely. It's so nice to have a reading like that. It's normally like, this toxic ex was, you know, poopy, and, you know, they did poopy things, and we no longer accept breadcrumbs, do we? Well, you, whoever for this is in the collective, doesn't need to worry about that. I'm well, Jill. I'm in a relationship with myself, going on almost 50 years, and I'm happy with that. There we go. Oh, it's two. Oh, Page of Pentacles. I'm going to take them because it's the Page of Pentacles after the Page of Swords. He's got his back. No, he doesn't really have his back to the page. I've got the Three of Swords on the Three of Swords. This person is not happy. They are heartbroken. I'm not sure what this Page of Pentacles is. They're double heartbroken. Have they been ousted from... Have they not only been seen clearly by you, but they've been ousted... Because I originally thought you might have healed your relationship, but I'm not sure. Maybe... It's not like I've got masses of viewers, but a small percentage of the collective. Okay, so we've got the World coming out, so ending cycles. Whatever this person was doing, yourself and someone else in your friend group, put an end to it, which is why there's two heartbreaks. You did something and you saw this person clearly and you said something, and then someone else in the friend group said something as well. Perhaps when you weren't there or around, and this doubly broke this person's heart. That's Six Swords, but that ain't moving to keep calmer, peaceful waters. I think this person might get ousted, but let's see where the cards go. I didn't get that feeling originally, but I get the feeling that this was going on for a long time. And it's really hard when you've got like friends groups and then you've got that one person who just lowers the vibe and brings toxic energy with them. It's really awkward, especially if you all go way back. But there comes that moment where you're like, this person doesn't belong in my life anymore. And I think this is just really heartbreaking. Knight of Pentacles on top of the Lovers. So the Knight of Pentacles is about, I don't know if this is about your relationship or just you, because when One Does Not Simply Walk Into Mordor came out, I got a real Knight of Pentacles vibe from it, which is the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck. He's methodical, strategic. He plants seeds as he goes. He plants the seeds so that tomorrow, the day after, you know, his abundance is growing and he's got his 7, 8, 9, 10 of Pentacles. And that's coming out on top of the Lovers and the King of Wands, which I get the King of Wands is your energy. So again, I'm not sure if you had to be strategic with this person or strategic with your partner. Because your partner, I get the feeling, might have been none the wiser. Or, you know, maybe this person was trying to flirt with them or get them on their own. Or, you know, I can't tell what this person was doing. I just know they were interfering. And it's maybe talking about you behind your back in your friends group, which clearly didn't go down well eventually. And or with you, it's not clear here what they did. So I think I'm getting a strategic feel from this, that you maybe had to deal with your partner strategically. But as we saw with those other cards that came out, your relationship with your partner is solid. 7 of Cups. Illusions. Options. Just quite a bigger friends group. Bigger friends group. Big friends group. I'm not getting the normal feeling of the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups from this card, which can be about illusions, delusions. The cups look like they have something in them, but they're empty. Oh no, you had a strategy to create an illusion about something. Did you have a strategy to create an illusion about something? What did you create an illusion about? Hang on. One does not simply walk into Mordor. One has a plan. The Temperance and the Emperor want to come out. I think I might just call the title of this reading one. No, I'm going to call it One Does Not Simply Walk Into Mordor. That's it. That's the title of this reading. Nobody will watch it. Well, if you're a Harry Potter fan or a Lord of the Rings fan, you are welcome here. And even if you're not, you're still welcome here. Ace of Wands. That Ace of Wands is very phallic, but I'm not getting the feel that it's passion here. I get the feeling it's almost like a club to beat someone with. There's fire here. A lot of fire, a lot of energy, a lot of spark. Let's take one more card. What did you do? We've got 7 of Wands, which is defending yourself, which is on top of the Page of Swords, which was your energy. This Page of Pentacles is somebody else in your friend group. Maybe an earth sign, actually. You could be the air sign rather than your partner or husband. So you could be tired. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Your friend could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be. Or it's just the energy. So you had a strategy to create an illusion. To defend yourself. What's this Ace of Wands? I don't get like a creative spark from this. I'm literally getting it's a club to beat someone with. It's almost like you're waiting with this club to just go, right, make your move, go on. Say it, do it. And then everybody in your friends group is waiting for this moment to almost like, donk, stop it. Behave yourself or you're out kind of thing. But I can't, I can't get the ins and outs of it. I don't feel like there's a lot of drama here. I think it's just a lot. I feel it's almost like just quiet whispers. Got manifesting. So this friend of yours, either I don't want to say manipulated because I don't feel like they're a manipulative person, but they manifested something. They created this situation. They helped you. I mean, we had the Three of Pentacles coming out with. I think you all worked together to create this illusion as well. Maybe you created the illusion that you and your partner were not as good as you were. I mean, it does. The Knight of Pentacles does come before the world. No, at the end of the world, you created a strategy to end this cycle, whatever this friend was doing. I can't see what they were doing, and I can't see how you set up the trap. I just know you were laying in wait with the Ace of Wands, and your friend helped to manifest this. Right, tell me about this double heartbroken person. Oops. King of Swords. A bit of a judgment feel from that card. There's no words minced here. A leader, clear with the words, clear cut. You see the truth. I think this person turned on the waterworks, and I think you're just like, no, it's too late. It's too late. The damage is already done. I almost get the feeling of the nights that are out on table, just you and your friends all just sitting there like, seriously? Just stop it. Stop lying. Stop deflecting. Ace of Rings, Ace of Pentacles. Got the Eye of Sword on there and the One Ring in the middle of it. One ring to rule them all, and then the darkness behind them. On top of the world. I'm actually not really getting an Ace of Pentacles here, and almost like a Wheel of Fortune vibe from this card. A real friendship vibe from this. Are your friends the Fellowship of the Ring? Sorry. Please leave if you know what to Lord of the Rings. Why do I feel no one will ever watch this? No, I'm getting a real friendship circle vibe from this Ace of Pentacles. Especially because it's on top of the world. It's not giving me the normal, it's the Ace of Rings, it's not the Ace of Pentacles, and I'm getting a very different vibe from this. Because almost like the Circle of Life, the Wheel of Fortune, your friends circle, you're tight. I mean, that's a solid ring. I mean, the only way you can destroy that ring is, throwing it into the bowels of Mount Doom. Whence it was from, throwing it back to from whence it came, from whence it was forged. Whence it was forged? Is that right? Ten of Swords. Oh, there's two cards. I'm actually not going to take them because I didn't really feel the vibe. Ten of Swords and Ten of Wands. I'm not going to take them because there was two. Just want one card. Is that one card? Six of Swords. Moving to calmer water. You and your friend groups are absolutely solid. You're all moving to calmer waters. I don't know what the illusion was you created or what strategy was you take. I do not know how you just did simply not walk into Mordor. It might have looked to this other person like you just simply walked into Mordor. It was more complex than that. Oops. That's the one we want on the floor. It's in the upright. No, it's in the reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse. Seeing through somebody's lies and deceit. You created a trap, a strategy, something to defend yourself, to expose this person's lies and deceit. And in the process, you created an illusion. But I think, sometimes you need to do that with the people that are behaving toxically, sadly. I mean, over strict parents just make children who can hide things more easily and sorry, I just paused mid-sentence there. I wasn't really sure the relevance of that example. I've got the Six of Cups. Nostalgia, friendship, reunion, friendships from the past. So your friends group is an old friends group. I really get this Ace of rings is just giving me such an amazing vibe. I really like it. It doesn't feel like a normal Ace of Pentacles. It feels very much like, I think it's because it's the one ring as well. And there's Elvish writing on it. One ring to rule them all, and in the darkness bind them. Six of Cups. On top of the Ace of Wands. And I've got the Nine of Cups. So that's independent happiness. Seven of Rings. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, I'm missing something about these last three cards. The dots aren't joining with the rest of the reading. Sorry if I'm really quiet and I'm far away. Sorry. That one, it's that one. Temperance. Sagittarius energy. Balance has been restored. Do you know with the Seven of Cups, I've got this might be a friend group about 7. Not sure. I mean, don't if it doesn't, it's not. But it's quite a large friends group. And with the Seven of Pentacles, I'm actually getting more like this is a ring for each friend. And this is like the tight friendship group, this ring as well. Were there other rings that came out? Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I've got triangulation vibe from that Three of Pentacles. From the Nine of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and Temperance, I'm getting a real vibe that this person might just be left in the past. Whoever it was, this double Three of Swords person might have just, you've left them in the past now. There's no cards to tell me they've been ousted from the friends group, but I think that they were caught. Their lies and deceit were seen through. A trap was set up with an illusion. You defended yourself. And it's just led you guys to be in the Nine of Cups as in a friendship group. Like balance has been restored. Your friendship group is a Nine of Cups. And you're investing each other equally. And your friendship group is, there's growth again. Because the Seven of Pentacles is about investing. And, you know, tomorrow you'll get your Eight of Pentacles, your Nine of Pentacles, and it'll grow and you'll grow. And whatever it is, and you've got Temperance here, which means it's really balanced. Like the balance has been restored to your friendship group. Wow. Don't often get ones about friendship groups. That was a nice little reading. Let's see. Let's just do a little few. I'm not going to do very much more. I'm just going to call it quits in a minute. Just tell me about this. Oops. Grudge holder. Well, I'd let you fall out. Tell me about this grudge holder. Lack of focus. Okay. That might mean something to somebody. I think I'm getting tired. I'm not sure it means much. Scarcity tactics. They're a bit of a drama queen. Always not busy. Didn't show up to events. Turning late. I've got red flags wanting to come out there. C. W. CWWC. Bit of a work class. WC, CW. Bit of a cow. I don't think I need to take anything more. I'll just take a few letters and then we'll call it quits, okay? Just to see if there's any more letters. So we've got an R and a Y and a B and a C and a W. Let's take a few more letters. I blank oh, for goodness sake. There, that one. L R We've got 2 R's now. Larry. We've got a Larry. Oh, we've got an E. Double E. H. I'll take those two. Another blank and a T. I'll take one more. Their lies? Is that spelled their lies? Hang on. Oh my god, I can't believe an S came out. I was literally getting their lies. Hang on. So, I don't know why I freaked myself out there. Sorry, hang on. T H E I R L I E S and a blank. Their lies. Got an R and a Y and a B and a blank. I'm just going to make cow because it's funny. Their cow lies. Okay. Oh yeah, their lies and cow. Okay, there we go. I made an RY and a B left over. Got their lies and cow. Okay, I'm gonna call it quits there. If you made it to the end of that frothing about, oh gosh, Lord of the Rings, thank you for staying. Just remember, one does not simply walk into Mordor. Create a strategy, you know, and then slip under the under the watch of the orcs. Okay, take care. One ring to rule them all, one ring to bind them, one ring to bring them all and bind them all. And in the darkness, bind them. Bye.